Hello, my name is Jacob Duke, and I'm going to talk to you today about equity and equality for my journal. So, to start off, equity and equality, two different things that have some similarities to them. So, I'm going to talk about equality first. So, equality is giving the same opportunities to all students. So, this can look like something in the classroom, like giving everyone the same problems on a test. Have make sure that that's equal, right? Not giving some students 5 problems and other students 20 problems. It's equal to give everyone the same amount of problems. Equality is also teaching all students how to do the same type of math problems. So that might look like teaching everyone how to do addition of single numeral numbers, or teaching everyone how to do multiplication. Make sure that everyone's on the same page and working on the same things all together. Equity, on the other hand, is being impartial and fair to everyone. So, equity looks like using different students' backgrounds to help them understand math concepts better. So, an example of this could look like, maybe a student, his family grew up in a bakery, or they own a bakery or something like that, and he loves baking, or he has a deep understanding of baking. It's using maybe talking about baking problems, or different things with like measurements in order to discuss a concept or a problem, so that they kind of have a better understanding about what is going on. And so that could look like equity. Maybe not discussing everyone's background, but certain people's background to help them understand math better. Equity also looks like allowing students to use their best language to solve word problems. So this could be like a student who still is working on mastering the English language, but has a really good understanding and grasp of the Spanish language. And so it's allowing them to use their Spanish language to be able to understand the word problem and be able to give out the best product that they can give. Maybe they're really really smart at math, but yeah, they just don't understand the English part of it that well. That they're it's the word thing they're working on. So we start off with the Spanish to help them be able to just demonstrate how well they know these things. Uh, on this picture on the top here, it's a picture that I've seen many times in my classes when talking about equality and equity. It's a great example of what it is. So you can see on equality, everyone has the exact same thing, right? Everyone has the one box to go and watch the game. Or equity, the tall person doesn't need a box, so he doesn't get a box because he's fine without it. Then the medium kid, he needs a box to be able to see. That's fine. Give him the box, and then for the last kid, the really short kid, he gets 2 boxes so he can see as well. So equity is making sure that everyone is set up to succeed and that they all can have a good time in a classroom. And it's really important for a teacher to know equality and equity, and to know the differences between them and know when we should use them within the classroom, because it is a very important thing for us to use and be able to determine, when is the best time to be equal and when is the best time to be equitable. And so that's very important for us teachers to focus on, to know, and to understand, and be able to use in the classroom. Moving on now to the California Common Core State Standards for math. I focused on measurements and data throughout the years, and one thing I noticed was that you could see it on every single year from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade. The only year that the math standards for measurement and data was not there was for 6th grade. And something that I also noticed, that as you start off earlier on, those little basic, easier things to understand and to know, and as you got further down, they added a little more complicated things on top of it. So you can really see that they're really building onto what they learned in the past year for these math standards. So I thought that was super super interesting. And also another thing I saw was that in some years, measurements and data was a larger thing that was focused on. There's a lot more standards within it. And in some other years, it had a smaller focus, maybe just like one standard a part of it. One thing I saw, though, as I was looking through the math standards, was that I thought it was super interesting that geometry was there through every single year, and it had the exact same thing throughout all the years. So I thought that was quite interesting too, and something to just see and look at. So yeah, that is my journal for this week, and thank you so much for listening and watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.